everyone. Right, for this session you're going to need your yoga block. We're going to be standing with our knees and feet in line with our hips. Engage your core muscles, your shoulders are back, and then we're going to roll down slowly, starting from your head. Nice deep breath, inhale, and then exhale as you curl down through the rest of your spine, reaching all the way down towards your mat. And we're going to be placing the block onto its side and then placing your hands flat onto the block, stretching it out. Keep the legs straight, softening your knees, and then dropping your head. Hold it here. Good. And let's take the block and then twisting the upper body all the way to one side. Place your block next to your side, parallel with your foot. Hands going flat again, both hands pushing the palms of your hands into your block, dropping your head. Try to keep your legs straight, stretch it out, hold it there, and then let's go to the other side, twisting across all the way. Same thing, hands are flat, dropping your head, stretching it out. Good, and then let's bring it back to center. Inhale and exhale as you curl up, engaging your core, stacking your spine, standing up tall. We're going to stretch one arm across, pull that arm across and look to the opposite direction. And then let's pull the other arm across, stretch it out and bring it down. You're going to roll out the shoulders, nice big circles. And then we're going to stretch all the way down towards the mat again. Nice deep breath, inhale and exhale as you curl down all the way. We're going to place the block onto its side and then we're going to roll it forward. So you're just going slowly, controlling it down onto the mat until it's lying flat, and then try to push your hands flat again onto the block as it's lying flat, and rolling it forward again, standing it upright, hands going flat, and the legs stay straight, softening the knees, stretch it out, and then let's go again. You're going to really control it with your inner core. So going slowly forward, try not to drop it down, use the inner core muscles, stretch, hands are flat, stretch it out, and then rolling it forward again, oopsie, onto its side, hands are flat, stretch it out, good. And then for the last one, really deepening the core muscles for control. So don't drop forward, go slowly, lying it flat, hands are flat on the block, legs are still straight, and the heels of your feet, try to keep them glued to your mat. You're going to take a step back and then flattening your feet onto your mat. You're going to straighten out your spine, so lifting your pelvis up towards the ceiling, your head going between your arms, stretch it out, flatten your back. Hold it there. Good, and then slowly bring it forward. You're going to go into plank position. So if you need more space, you can take it another step forward. So bring your knees to the front, pushing your block forward, and you are in a plank position, your hands staying on your block, unless your wrists are hurting. If your wrists are hurting, then rather leave your block next to your side and just place your hands on your mat. So make sure that your body is in a straight, solid line, all the way from your head to your feet. Try not to lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Keep it straight, hold it here, and your hands should be under the shoulders, not to the front of you. So keep your hands in line, under the shoulders. Nice deep breaths. Keep it here, your neck is straight, in line with your spine. And then controlling it, you're going to slowly bring your knees onto the mat, one leg at a time. And we're going to round the spine, so rounding your back, push your body into a shell, stretch, curling your spine, dropping your head. You can roll out your wrists. Good, and then let's go back onto the block, onto hands and knees. Engaging your core muscles again. You're going to extend your legs out into plank position again. And remember, if your wrists are hurting, you can do this on your mat. You don't need your block. Your block is just making it more challenging. Just hold it here into plank. Neck is straight. And then let's bend the elbows just slightly, only if you're feeling strong enough. Otherwise, keep your arms straight. Let's bend the elbows. Your shoulders should be pulling down towards your block. So your elbows are bending in towards you. And then let's straighten the arms. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Controlling it. Bring the knees onto the mat. And let's stretch back. Rounding your spine, so open up all your vertebrae, especially the lower back. Curl your spine, drop your head, fold your tailbone in, stretch it out, roll out the wrists, and then let's go back up onto the block again. Your core muscles are engaged, so your navel is pulling up towards your spine. Let's go into plank, one leg at a time. Right, we're going to take one hand off of the block and you're going to place it next to your block onto your mat, and then you're going to bend both elbows in towards you. So again, your shoulders are moving down towards your hands, and then straighten the arms and place this hand back. So both hands are on the block, the other hand up to the side, bend the elbows in towards you, and then straighten. Back onto the block, one more to each side, going out, and bend, straighten, and back, other side. Try to control it. Bend the elbows in, straighten up, and bring that hand back. Both hands are on the block, hold it here. Make sure that your shoulders are still above your hands, and then slowly bending the knees in, one leg at a time. Let's curl back, rounding your spine, roll out your wrists, nice deep breath. Good, we're going to go back up onto hands and knees. We're just going to do one more. You're going to take your block and shift it slightly to one side, and then placing only one hand onto the block. So this hand should be in the center of the block and in line with your shoulder. Your other hand goes next to the block onto the mat, and again we're going to go into plank position, one leg at a time. And then you're going to be leaning on your block. So you're going to turn, lifting the opposite hand off of the mat, turn your body, and let's extend this arm all the way up towards the ceiling. Your hand is above the shoulder, your body is in a straight line. Hold it here. Good, and then controlling it. So keeping your body straight. Don't lift your pelvis up towards the ceiling. Bring that hand back. And then let's bring the knees in. Before we stretch again in shell stretch, let's do the other side. So bring that block over, your opposite hand in the center, this hand on the mat, and let's go into plank. Extend, extend, and turn. Lifting this hand, reaching for the ceiling, keep your body in a straight line, holding it here nice and strong. Good, and then controlling it. So try to keep your hips where they are. Don't lift them up towards the ceiling. Place this hand back onto the block, onto your mat. And slowly bring the knees in. Good, if you're feeling strong enough, let's do one more to each side. So the other side again. Engage the core muscles and let's extend the legs, one leg at a time. Let's go into plank. and breathing freely. Nice deep breaths. Turn, lift, stretch, hold. Good, let's hold for 3, 2, and 1. Controlling it, your body stays straight. Bring it back to center. Bring the knees in. Swapping the hands around, so shifting the block. Last one. Nice deep breath. Let's extend the legs. And then turning to the other side. Stretch up that hand, hold it here. Body's in a straight line. Holding for 3, 2, and 1. Controlling it back. And back to center. Bring the knees in. Good. Let's shift the block out of your way. Right, staying on your hands and knees. Make sure that your hands are under the shoulders and your knees are under your hips. Let's round the spine. So stretching out your back, curling your spine, dropping your head, tuck in your tailbone, stretch it out. And then let's do the opposite. So we're going to be arching the back, looking up at the ceiling, and your tailbone tilting up. Good, and then we're going to round the spine again and push your body back into shell stretch. Dropping your head. Let's roll out the wrists. Nice deep breath. Right, we're going to slide in, sliding your hands in and lifting up into seated position. So stacking the spine nice and tall. Bring your legs out to the front of you. And then shift all the way to the front of your mat. Good, let's extend the legs flat onto the mat and then straighten up your spine. So engaging your core muscles, push your shoulders back. Try to keep your legs flat on your mat. Your body should be locked at 90 degrees. Stretching up the spine nice and tall. Good, and then we're going to stretch out to the front, starting from your head, inhale, and then exhale through the rest of your spine, rounding your spine, and reaching all the way for your toes, dropping your head. Let's flex the feet, pull the toes towards you if you can reach them, keep your head relaxed. Nice deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Let's curl up. Stacking up the spine, sitting up tall. Right, you're going to bend your knees up. And then we're going to shift a little bit more to the front, making sure that you have enough space behind you. Grab hold of your block. Let's place the block between the knees and give it a nice tight squeeze. So grabbing hold and squeezing it constantly all the way from your hips. Nice and tight. Straighten up your spine, extend out your arms. Your hands are shoulder height, shoulder width apart. Inhale and then exhale as you curl down, engaging your core muscles. Curling down just until your lower back touches your mat. Your feet are glued to your mat. And you are still squeezing that block. It's a constant squeeze. So all the way from your hips, squeeze it in, hold it there. Your shoulders are back and just hold. Nice deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Let's curl up. Stacking up your spine again. Sit up straight. Good. And then same thing. Inhale and exhale. Curling down. Good. We're going to drop the upper body 2 centimeters lower and just 2 centimeters higher. Keep squeezing the block. It's a constant squeeze. Lower and higher. Just 2 centimeters. Good. And when you lift, your fingertips should be hovering above your knees. So when you go 2 centimeters lower, your fingertips are behind your knees. Good. And lift, deepening the core. Keep going. Inhale and exhale. Remember the block. Keep it squeezed. 3 more. Down and lift. 2 more. Down and lift. And last one. Down. Let's hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's roll all the way up. Bring the arms down. Roll out the shoulders. Let's stretch one arm across. Look to the opposite direction. And the other arm. Good. And bring it down. Right, your block staying between your knees. Straighten up your spine again. Your feet are glued to your mat. You're going to give that block a squeeze and then squeezing it constantly. Extend out the arms. Inhale and exhale. Let's go down. Squeeze the block just until your lower back touches your mat again. We're going to place the hands together and then we're going to twist the upper body. As you twist, your arms go with you. So make sure that your shoulders are twisting out to the side. And then let's lower the hands just as far down as you can go. Try to tap your mat with your fingertips. And then let's bring it over. And twisting to the other side. Down and tap. And lift. Twist. Down. Tap. Over. So your legs are steady. And they are centered. And you're still squeezing your block. Good. Inhale and exhale. Tapping the mat. Stretch out the arms. Twisting all the way. Let's do 4. 4. Keep squeezing the block. 3. 2. And last one. All the way down. Tap to the front. Your hands go shoulder width apart. Squeeze the block. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's roll up. Good. Leave your block next to your side. Stretch out one leg. Let's bring the other leg over. Hug it in. And we're going to twist the upper body all the way to one side. Turning your head, look back. And we're going to twist over to the other side using the same leg. And then back to the center. Swap your legs around. Hug it in. Straighten up your upper body so your spine is up tall. Twisting again all the way to the other side. And back to center. Right, bend the knees up again. Make sure that your feet are in line with your hips. Grab hold of your block. Place it back between your knees. And the whole time that your block is between your knees, you're going to be squeezing it. So it's a constant squeeze all the time, all the way from your hips. Straighten up the spine. Extend out the arms. Nice deep breath. Inhale and exhale. We're going to go all the way down. So going slowly, controlling it with your core muscles, one vertebra at a time onto the mat. And then you can just relax, sliding your feet towards you. Right, keep your block where it is between your knees. And we are still squeezing it nice and tight. You're going to extend your arms and we're going to place your arms next to your sides. Palms facing down. Block stays squeezed. And we are going to do a pelvic lift. So from the tailbone, which means your lower back needs to push down into your mat, curling into your mat, and then starting from your tailbone, you are peeling your pelvis and then through the spine, off of the mat, until it's completely lifted. Your shoulders should be relaxed, your hips are nice and high, squeezing that block. It's a constant squeeze, just hold it there. Breathing freely, nice deep breaths. And then controlling it, you're going to curl down again, one vertebra at a time. Your tailbone is the last bone to touch. And then relax, a neutral spine, shoulders are relaxed, nice deep breaths. Good, and then let's go again. Inhale, pushing your lower back into your mat, curling from the tailbone, off of the mat, until it's completely lifted. Your block is still squeezed constantly, and then let's drop the pelvis just 2 centimeters down and lifting 2 centimeters higher. Inhale down, exhale lift, keep going, relax your shoulders, and remember to squeeze in that block nice and tight, keep it squeezed. Let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 more, and last one. Keep the pelvis lifted nice and high, squeeze that block, hold it there, breathing freely, deep breaths, keep it squeezed, and then slowly curling down into your mat. Tailbone is the last bone to touch your mat, and then just a neutral spine, relaxing, deep breaths. Good, and then let's go again. Relax your shoulders, engage the core, and pushing the lower back into your mat, peeling your spine from the tailbone, slowly, all the way. Right. We're going to do the same thing, so you're going to drop the pelvis 2 centimeters down, this time without constantly squeezing your block. So every time you lift the pelvis, you're going to give the block a squeeze. So dropping the pelvis just 2 centimeters, you can slightly release the block, and then as you lift, squeeze. Inhale down and release. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Keep going. Remember, your shoulders should be relaxed. If you're putting too much tension into your shoulders, it means you're using your neck, and you shouldn't be doing that. All the muscles in your core, in your pelvis, and your hips are working. And of course the inner thighs. Good, let's do 3 more, lift and squeeze. Inhale down. 2 more, lift and squeeze. Inhale down. And the last one. Let's keep the pelvis lifted nice and high, and let's pulse the block. So you're squeezing your knees together, pulsing them together. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Keep going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it there. Keep it squeezed. Good. And then controlling it down slowly. 1 vertebrae at a time. Alright, you can lift the legs off of the mat, grab hold of your block, fold the feet over, and using your block over the knees, pull your legs in towards your chest, and let's roll from side to side. Nice deep breath. Right. You're going to take your block and we're going to place it between the feet. And then legs are going to go into tabletop position. 90 degrees. Your knees are above your hips. Let's place the hands under the head for support. Engaging your core. Let's lift head, neck and shoulders. So you remember you are lifting all the way from the core. Your chest is lifting up towards the ceiling. Don't curl the neck. So keep your chin away from your chest. We're just going to extend the legs out to 45 degrees and we're going to hold it there for 3, 2, 1 and then slowly back. Inhale and exhale. Extend. 3, 2, 1. Let's bring it back. And extend. 3, 2, 1. And pulling it back. Right, this time we're going to lift the head, neck and shoulders 2 centimeters higher and holding it here. So head, neck and shoulders are lifted and keep it there. So you're engaging more of the core, and as well as that we're going to squeeze the block. So squeezing it all the way from your hips. 3, 2, 1 and back slowly. Inhale and then extend. Lift. 3, 2, 1. Keep the block squeezed. Inhale. Head, neck and shoulders stay lifted. And extend. 3, 2, 1. And bring it back. Good, let's do 4 more. Stretch it out. Keep head, neck and shoulders lifted. 3, 2, 1. Slowly back. Make sure that your elbows are out to the side, so don't fold them in. 3, 2, 1. And bring it back. Good. 2 more. Stretch. 3. Keep the block squeezed. 2, 1. And back. And last one. Stretch it out. Hold it there. Let's hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back. Good. Let's hug the knees in. And roll from side to side. Nice deep breath. Right, from here, we're going to roll over onto our side. You can leave your block out of your way, or you can use it for a cushion under your head. You're going to lock your legs to 90 degrees. So you're going to be extending your knees. Your knees are to the front of you, and then your feet straight down from the knees, 90 degrees. Engage your core. We are going to lift this top leg, relax your foot, and then you're just going to open the leg not too high, and then back to where it was. So make sure there's a gap between the knees. Exhale, lift, and inhale down. Exhale, lift, inhale down. Remember to keep your ankle loose so your foot is relaxed. Don't let go of the core muscles. So the rest of your body is glued to the mat, keeping it steady. We're going to do 5. Inhale. 4. 3. 2. Last one. You're going to bring it down, keep it hovering, and then we're going to straighten this leg out to the front. The foot stays relaxed. Your knees are in line with each other. Bend it back to 90 degrees and extend. And bend and stretch. Inhale, exhale. Good, let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2 more, and last one. Stretch it out and then lowering the legs. So keep the legs straight. You're just going to tap with your big toe and lifting it back to where it was, with that foot just slightly higher than your hip, and down and tap with your big toe and lift, and your knees are still in line with each other. So this leg, this top leg, is stretching out to the front of you. Exhale, lift, and inhale down, and your hip should be burning. Keep going. Tap and lift, tap and lift. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. Staying at the top, let's pulse the legs. Small pulses at the top. Remember, your foot is slightly higher than your hip. Might not look that way from this angle, but my foot is just higher than my hip, and I'm pulsing all the way from the hip. The leg is straight, and my leg is still stretched out to the front of me. 3, 2, and 1. Let's bend it in. It should be burning. Good. Bring this knee all the way in towards your chest. Stretch it out, and then push it down towards the mat. Right, you're going to lift up slowly and go over onto your other side. We are going to lock the legs at 90 degrees. So your knees are to the front of you and the feet in line with knees, 90 degrees. Engage your core, and let's lift this top leg just slightly, dropping the foot. Foot is relaxed, and then up and back down. Inhale and exhale. Good. The second leg is always more challenging because you're actually working both legs, and you have just worked this one. But keep going. You have to do both. Remember, don't let go of the inner core muscles so that the rest of your body is nice and strong. Gluing it to the mat, keeping it steady. We're going to do 3 more, 2 more, and then last one. Bring it down, keep it hovering. Straighten the leg out to the front of you. Your foot stays relaxed. Your knees stay in line with each other. Stretch and bend. Exhale, inhale. Good, let's do 3 more. Stretch it out, bend it back. 2 more. Extend and bend. And the last one, extend it forward and then down. Tapping with your big toe and lift just higher than the hip and down. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. All the way from your hip. This leg is still stretched out forward to the front of you. Knees are still in line with each other. Lift and down. And lift and down. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep it lifted, and let's pulse the leg at the top. The foot is slightly higher than the hip. 3, 2, and 1. Bend it in. Bring your knee up towards your chest. And then down should be burning. Stretch it out. Good. We're going to lift up into a seated position. Sitting up nice and tall. Your legs are extended out to the front of you. Let me just adjust the screen quickly. So your legs are stretched out to the front of you and your upper body is nice and straight. Your feet are together. The shoulders are back. Core muscles engaged. Let's just roll out the shoulders and take a few nice deep breaths. Change direction. Right, let's stretch out to the front. Inhale and exhale slowly. Curling out all the way. Reaching for your toes. Dropping your head. Let's flex the feet. Hold it here. Nice deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Curling up, engaging the core, stacking your spine, sitting up tall. You're going to bring one leg over the other leg and pull it all the way in. And then we're going to bend that opposite knee up towards the ceiling, sliding the foot, your foot coming towards the hip. And then we're going to push this knee down and lean forward with your upper body, stretch it out. Good, and then you're going to stay as you are, so this foot stays here. You're just going to fold that front foot to the inside. Grab hold and tuck it under. And then lowering the legs down. Folding your upper body over your legs. Just as far as you can go. Try to pull your elbows all the way down towards your mat, stretching it out. And then lift. Good. Take the top leg and place it onto the mat. Let's swap it over. Stretch this one across, pull it in. And then bending that knee up, sliding the foot in. Push this knee down. And let's lean forward. And then pulling that foot in, tuck it under. This foot stays where it is. Let's bring the legs down. Folding over, pulling your arms down towards your mat. Hold it here. It should be burning. Stretch it out. Good, and then let's lift. Nice and tall. Extend your legs out to the front. Let's roll out the shoulders. Right, we're going to extend the feet out to the side, so stretching your legs apart. Nice and wide, all the way. Inner thighs are pulling. And then flex both feet. Hands go onto the mat and let's walk it forward. Straight out to the front of you. Keeping your feet flexed. Rounding your spine, so let's drop the head. Deep breath, stretch it out, walk a little bit further, hold it here. Good, and then let's walk it back, stacking your spine, sitting up tall. Nice deep breath, inhale, let's go again. And exhale as you walk out. Remember your feet are still flexed, your legs are flat on the mat. Try to go a little bit further this time. Stretch it out. Drop your head down towards the mat. And let's walk it back. Stacking your spine again. Sit up straight. Extend the legs out to the front of you. Right, your legs are slightly wider than your hips, and then rolling out your shoulders. Change direction, and let's roll out the ankles, nice big circles, and change direction, and there we go, well done.